Hi, I'm Brandon with Porch Windows Direct. I'm going to show you today how to replace a screen on one of our vertical 4-track Xtend porch windows. The screen is called Better View, made by Pfeiffer. The spline is a flat spline. This would apply even if you wanted to replace a screen that wasn't on one of our windows with the same type of flat spline. It's the same process. The tools that you'll need for this would be a pick to pull the old screen spline out, a utility knife, and a spline roller. And this is something you can get off the shelf at any home centers. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the old spline using this pick or a screwdriver that has a very small tip on it, and you're just getting that old spline pulled out. It's a rubberized spline, so it has some elasticity to it. Once you kind of pull it, it comes right out. And this is what I mean by the flat spline. This flat spline is flat on the back and then has a rounded front to it. When it goes back in, the flat part goes to the back, the round part should be facing you on the outside. When I take these out, I do it in this order. Take the bottom one out first, and then each side, and then finally the top. Save these splines. Unless they're damaged or dried out, you can reuse the same splines when putting the new screen back in. And that's it. The old screen is gone. The new screen, we're going to start from the top. And there's a few ways to make this easier. One might be stapling the screen onto the framing above, or using a piece of tape to tape it up there and hold it in place. This is kind of the hardest part, is to try to hold this and start with only two hands. Luckily, I'm a professional and can do that. Now I'm just putting the spline back into the channel and using the roller to roll it in. I start in the middle on the top just to get it going. And again, back to the only two hands problem. But if I start in the middle, I can make sure that I have enough coverage on each side, get the spline started. Once I have the top splined in, this gets significantly easier to work your way down from there. So now the top is splined in, the screen is just hanging down. As I'm doing it across the top, I'm looking at my cut and maybe the holes in the screen to try to make sure that I have it horizontal and lined up. As I come down this next side, again, I'm kind of looking at the little holes in the screen mesh to try to kind of have this in the covering the window with the holes running horizontally and not at an angle. When starting to put the spline in, again, remember the round edge facing out, the flat part of the spline facing in, tucking it into the screen spline slot. I push it in there with the edge that's closest to the middle of the window first, and then I'm using my roller to tuck in the outside edge. And then just working my way down, looking at the orientation of the holes in the screen to try to make it as straight, parallel to the frame as possible. Pulling out any wrinkles. I'm kind of using my left hand to pull the screen tight so there's no wrinkles in there. And then just rolling down as I go. Now back to the left side. So now again, when I start at the top, I'm kind of making sure to pull the screen down a little bit so I have good tension against the top, but I'm also pulling it away from the other side to make sure that I have good tension left to right. So you're kind of pulling in two directions to make sure that there aren't any wrinkles and that you have nice and tight. And then I'm just tucking that spline back in again, same as I did on the right side. And as I go down this left side, I'm pulling down and left, so I'm getting tension in both directions. They don't have to be super tight. Obviously, you don't want to have any ripples in there, but I think having some tension on it so that it's not loose and it doesn't kind of move in the breeze is the ideal. Now as I go along the bottom, I'm just kind of pulling the screen down to make sure that I have good tension. I've already got good tension left to right as I did it when I was splining in the sides, so now I only need to pull down as I go across. Now as you get to the end of the final side, it's not uncommon to have developed a wrinkle in the last corner. Super frustrating because you were almost done. Now you can decide that you can live with a little wrinkle in the corner, or you can pull the spline out again just a little bit up the side before you finish off this corner and pull it back tight and kind of finesse that into a nice wrinkle-free corner. Because I'm a professional, there is no wrinkle in the corner. I have nice tension all the way around. I'm happy with this, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim off the excess screen, and then we're all done. Having a nice sharp blade in your utility knife is definitely helpful. And obviously the most important thing when you're trimming off the excess screen is to be careful to not have your blade slip and cut the screen that you just replaced, because then you're starting all over again. And that's it. We're finished. Well, that's the process for replacing a screen that has flat spline on one of our Xtend porch windows from Porch Windows Direct.